So let's finally do it. Let's break the glass in case of emergency. Let's talk about the Portland Trailblazers. I put them last for a reason. And let's get the big one out of the way first. And the way that I formed this is the Houston Rockets alleged package that was asked for James Harden. Dame Lillard for Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, and 3 unprotected first-round picks. Do you do that for Dame Lillard?
I will do Ben Simmons, Maxey, Shake Milton, and maybe and 2 firsts. And 2 firsts. Because I personally believe that you're not getting, no matter what, even if you're getting Dame, I don't think Morey gives up Matisse, and I think you're already giving up 2 first-round picks in Ben and Maxey, plus 2 first-round picks as well for him. And he's also, mind you, it's Damian Lillard. He's a beast, but you're giving up 4 first-round picks basically. If you're giving up Ben, Maxey, Shake, and two firsts, plus you're getting an older player. So that's my thought.
Yeah, this is where we're like teetering.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about the best duo potentially in the NBA, Damian Lillard and Joel Embiid. You're talking about now you have firepower, legit firepower to bring pretty much anybody you want outside of the NBA to the Sixers. Like, this would be the most recruiting team, just like we saw with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Just like, who wants to come win a championship right now? Let's go. Damian Lillard thrives in every single category, checks off every single box that you want fitting next to Joel Embiid. Pick and roll, isolation, clutch, takes the ball out of Joel Embiid's hands, gives him a break in the half-court set. Like, there's so much to love about Damian Lillard. I'm not going to harp on that any further. But what I do love about this is that the fact that, it would make, the Sixers like pretty much the center of the Eastern Conference, and it would just truly bring like PJ Tucker. Then we got guys like coming to the Sixers just to win a championship, unlike we've seen before. Yes, Justin.
Is Ben Butler right here saying, is he saying that?
Joel. He's talking about Joel, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
And Max nailed this too, because 100%, like, there is a chance, but like, we don't know. We don't know that he wants to leave Portland, although they have failed every step of the way.
Let me tell you that Damian Lillard has been a guy since he was in high school that has been a loyal player. Like, he went to play for the college team that he played for. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me for some reason right now. I knew it yesterday, and I cannot remember it right now. Where did he play at college? Someone look that up.
Weber State. Weber
State was the first college to offer him a scholarship, and he stuck true to his word and said, "You know what? No, I'm going to go there and I'm going to win. I'm going to win for you guys." Has done the same thing with Portland, saying he is a guy who wants to do it for the team that picked him, wants to do it for the team that believed in him. He has been that guy since he's been in the NBA. He's consistently talked about his great relationship with CJ McCollum. He talked about his great relationship with the organization, the city. He's comfortable where he's at. He's talked about he likes his coach. He likes his role in the offense. He likes where he's living. He likes how low key it is. Personally, this is the first year where I've thought there is a possibility that he would want to leave, because Terry Stotts is gone. They've talked about trading CJ McCollum, his best friend on the team. He has tried for a long time to get this team to win, and this has been the first year that they've brought defense onto this team, and they still weren't able to get it done. Now, mind you, they obviously had injury concerns. It's during COVID. It's been a hard year for that team, but I still have some doubts. Like, unless he is just done because he's like, okay, Terry Stotts is gone. Obviously, this isn't working. I'm out. But I just don't see Dame doing that personally.
All right, so 2 things here, just to get off my chest before I forget. I'm so conflicted on this. Like I am about as conflicted as you could possibly be on this Dame for everything, for this specific thing. If Portland says, Dame's not demanding his way out, but we're looking into trading him, and the only way we're doing it is for those three players, Ben, Maxey, Matisse, and 3 first-round picks, the Harden package. But I don't want to hear anyone say, "Oh, you could have had Harden." Oh. And the thing that's annoying me the most, people are being like, how can you trade Ben for CJ McCollum when you almost traded him for James Harden 3 months ago? Houston was asking for Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, and 3 first-round picks. So
when James Harden was a disgruntled star when out.
And he looked fat in his warm-up. But there was all these problems with James Harden, and they were asking for the entire farm. Damian Lillard has no character concerns. Damian Lillard, you know what you're buying. You know exactly what you're getting.
Leader in the NBA, in my opinion.
Agreed. Maybe whatever. He's a leader. He's a leader.
Top three leader in the NBA. Top 3 teammate in the NBA. He is the most clutch scorer in the NBA, in my opinion. He gets the ball anywhere it needs to go on the court, can drive to the rim, kick out, can makes the right play every single time, knows how to get his teammates going, knows how to get himself going, is one of the hardest workers you'll ever see. Damian Lillard has been my favorite point guard in the NBA for the past 3 years in basketball. And that's while Steph Curry was doing everything he's been doing.
Look at the last few games from the Sixers, the second halves, the fourth quarters, every single Sixers fan out there should be begging and pleading for Damian Lillard on the Philadelphia 76ers. This, like you said, Justin, this is one of the most clutch players probably in NBA history with all the bangers he has in his career. Look at the fourth quarter struggles for Joel Embiid, turnovers, Ben Simmons, Tobias. Put the ball in Dame's hands and let Joel cook the other 3 quarters. It's a no-brainer.
Now, I will say I really don't think Dame's going to be available. I think Portland is going to do every single thing they can do to keep him there. He is going to basically pick the coach, I would assume, and he's going to pick what players are going to be around him. But I think Portland is going to say, listen, dude, you are a juggernaut offensively, and I understand CJ's your boy, but if you want to get this team to the highest potential, we need to bring in a defensive monster next to you, and that is Ben Simmons, and that is why I think that it is a good possibility that CJ McCollum could be traded to the Philly for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to –
Hold on, I want to say something.
There's not a single tweet in Philly sports right now by Adrian Wojnarowski where we wake up in the morning and the tweet is – disgruntled star, Damian Lillard wants out of Portland. His trade targets teams list include the Sixers, blah, 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 blah. That would be the greatest tweet in Philly sports in 2021. Hands down.
I don't know, when he said James Harden, I was pretty damn excited. I'm not gonna lie.
I think this is what I was trying to get to earlier. If you were one of the people that think we missed out on James Harden, then you should be screaming from every rooftop you can find at Daryl Morey to trade for Damian Lillard, because I think this is an even better matchup with Joel Embiid.
Oh, yeah,
I think this is an even better pair.
Sure. It's not even about the matchup with Joel Embiid. It's James Harden. Okay, how do I explain this? Damian Lillard is the man himself. Damian Lillard, it's not even about the matchup at that point. It's about the player. That's like getting a Kevin Durant. It doesn't matter who else is on your team, and if he fits with the rest of the team, that is your team. That is your guy. Joel Embiid is our guy right now. If you have Damian Lillard on this team, I promise you Damian Lillard is taking shots at the end of games. There's no way in hell.
I was just saying comparatively to Harden. In terms of the fit, comparing it. But yeah, he would have been at Delilah's every night. Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to not name the other gentlemen's clubs of Philadelphia. They don't sponsor this podcast, I don't think. But the thing that worries me here, and why this isn't my number one trade, I'm just scared of the fact that we're already punting on Ben, who we all are admitting I think has excellent upside down the line. So we're punting on Ben. We're punting on Matisse Thybulle, who I've said, if Matisse Thybulle can shoot 38% on legitimate attempts from 3, that guy's going to be a top 50 player in the world. And then you look at Tyrese Maxey, who I've ad nauseum talked about how high I am on him. You just look at his per 36 numbers and you can get the idea of what kind of starter he could be right away. So those guys are just that's so much value to give up on top of 3 first-round picks. So if that's the trade, like if they're saying we're standing pat, we want the Houston package, and they have that blueprint. It kind of sucks that everyone knows that that's what the Rockets' offer was. Portland has that blueprint to say, we know you considered doing this for Harden last year, and we know you might regret not doing it. So how about do the same thing for Lillard? So